risky. You may not get admission, you may not get scholarship, you may not get visa. Okay, you may not. There are sort of so many guidance that is required during the entire process, and you may be, always be with a question mark. And it's a big decision of your life. That studying abroad is a big decision. So you need
Yes,
to have a counseling to see that things are good. And once you have a counselor, at least you have someone whom you can ask questions, and that counselor can answer your question. So you have
yes,
somebody whom you can rely. Now, the fact is that you don't get a good counselor. The reason is because you don't want to pay price for a good counselor.
yes, yes,
Okay. And that's why you don't get a good counselor. Okay.
yes,
People want free. And let me tell you, there is no free lunch in this world. So if you are looking for fee for study abroad, where you're going to spend lakhs of rupees for study abroad, then what service you will get from that fee would not be good. And then you will find that your counselor is not good. So
yes,
ideally, you should look at a professional service. Probably you could, it's okay to pay a some amount of fee, whomever you do, so
mm,
that you get proper service. If you engage right person, you will get a good service. Otherwise, there will still be a struggle. And then what you do is you blame that study abroad counselors are not required. The reason is because you were not ready to spend on basically study
yes,
abroad counseling. You did not find it worth spending on study abroad counseling. That's why you are ended up something like that. So some
yes,
people have bad experiences of counseling, and they have bad experience because they themselves don't want to spend on counseling. They don't find it worth to spend on counseling.
yes, correct.
So according to you, is it worth to spend on counseling or is it not worth to spend on counseling? Should you go to free counseling?
No, no, it's worth to spend in counseling because it has like some of a quality of work and quality of guidance in paying for counseling, and there are many such free counseling are provided in India. They offer such so many universities, so many courses. But in my case, I given a particular sector and I got admission in that same sector. So it's very like trustworthy, like paying for this counseling.
Right. Now, let me just give an example in your case itself. When basically, there are so many things. For example, you wanted to go in Canada, so providing research and giving you list for Canada, where
Yes,
you are
yes,
possible with your profile. Now, in your profile, basically important is your education percentage, your education gap, your work experience, whether your education is related to that or not, and then providing the list of universities. Then basically, when you want to apply to certain university, let's say you want to go to UK, giving you the list for UK. You want to apply, making applications to the university,
mm,
guiding you on the documentation, whether it is statement of purpose, letter of recommendation, resume, or any other documents, guiding
yes,
you on the documentation. Then once you basically get your documentation, if there's an interview, then preparing you for the interview. Once you
yes,
prepare you for the interview, if your admission is done, then again corresponding basically for the admission deposits, for other things, for getting your things resolved. Now, if case basically you have an education loan problem or any other problem, to guide you on that particular end, to give you guidance on the education loan or any other basically related to study abroad. And then once you finish everything, then you helping you, guiding you with the entire process of visa. So there is a lot of service involved in study abroad. It's not that there is, it doesn't have. And if you are not taking this service, you have to do it yourself. And there will be
yes,
so many question marks. And if you do it wrong at any point of time, it will lead to a wrong decision and you may have to pay a heavy price for it. Do you agree?
yes, yes, yes. I totally agree for this. And even many intakes got like skipped for before because of this. So it's better
Right.
to counseling with the right person.